The signal is consistent with previous, I hesitate to call them messages, that implies communication. This is more like echolocation, a signal bouncing off Forerunner objects, mapping, searching for something. But what? What could she think to find? We have penetrated the structure that was a focal point for the last signal. I have yet to gain access to anything informative. Jules' people are more concerned with ceremony than allowing me to do my work. Obtained scans of new Forerunner glyphs. One is completely new. Running the other through the system revealed it contains a similar design to an ancient Sangheli symbol. This symbol referred to a demon who sleeps in the ground and must not wake. How this relates to the signal, I am unsure. All of the readings I would expect from a Forerunner structure of this scale are erratic at best. I'm beginning to wonder if the signal is in fact bouncing off these locations, as I theorized, or if she is trying to access them directly and failing.
Compound Asteroidia 59b results observed. While subjects were sickened, they all recovered, with no recorded fatalities. Need to return to the formula and find a way to increase toxicity. Compound Asteroidia 61F results observed. While observed morbidity in subjects was satisfactory, LD50 level not adequate. Need to be able to reach a level that maximizes efficiency. Compound Asteroidia 472A results observed. We almost have a candidate here. Sufficient morbidity, adequate LD50. However, we must shorten its half-life.
This is Rooker, Ship AI Argent Moon. Recording this as a warning to any ONI personnel who try to reclaim Argent Moon. Her air is not safe for humans to breathe. I repeat, her air is unsafe. Difficult to record this. We now have 100% fatality rate from the Asteroidia accident. Those near the accident site died almost instantly, liquidized from the inside out. They were the lucky ones. It was vaporized and quickly entered the air system. It slowly spread through the rest of the station. Symptoms took minutes or hours to arrive, depending on distance from epicenter, but none of the crew escaped its effects. Following the massive failure of containment protocols, I am making the decision to quarantine this ship. I've set a course that will keep it clear of any inhabited systems and jettison what remains I can into open space. I am now 6 months past my expiration date. It's clear that I can't manage this station any longer. I never could, and so I'm initiating final dispensation.
It's a hell of a thing to return to your home, find it completely different. Ruined. I couldn't prepare myself for the cold feeling that struck my heart when that elevator rolled down through the planet's atmosphere. The world I knew was gone. We started cutting through the glass today, making a road to a site they've picked out to set up a shanty town they call Meridian Station. I'm starting to wonder if I can do this. Most of the folks here are signed up for the profit. I'm the only one who's here trying to take something back. But there's just so much. I look out on that sea of glass and I wonder if it can really ever be done. Today I found myself working alongside another former colonist, tough old broad named Lottie. Told her about what I'd been feeling. She laughed in my face. She told me, "Sister, you gotta forget about what Meridian was and think about what it could be." I like that. So now when I chip away the glass, I picture a new world we're making.
Got a new shipment in from Bozo. A warthog, 3 monkeys, and 5 pelicans. Checked them, and they're all completely clear of identifiable markings. Bozo, contrary to his nickname, knows his business. I've been putting together a retrospective on Meridian in these, her final days. Records indicate that 139 ships carrying 70,003 souls arrived on this green ball in 2432. Since many of those settlers came from France, they named the first town Avignon and established the colony of Meridian. Early on, there was a big debate over the future of Meridian. Some wanted it to stay unspoiled and undeveloped. Others wanted to build it out. The debates between these stewards and prospectors came to an end when rich mineral deposits were found in the Mathan mountain range, causing a rush of new development as everyone tried to claim their piece.
I found a body in the glass today. Shook me up. Doc Cale said I should talk about it, so here. I'm talking about it. Think I'm done now.
Meridian didn't get it too bad. They hit the human settlement hard, sure, and the plasma bombardment boiled some of the oceans off, but there was enough atmosphere to hold some steam in. Coveys did a rush job, and the planet survived. Less than a third is Lishat Lyrae. So we chip away at the worst parts like cutting a rod off an apple. Quick job. Should be done inside of 20 years. The plasma they use to glass planets burns so hot most stuff just vaporizes. But sometimes there's a flicker in the beam and the temp drops just enough. That's how you get stuff that's still intact. And yeah, sometimes you get bodies. It's ugly, but I didn't get hung up about it. What gets me, though, is the dogs. Just excavated a homestead and there was a leash leading under the porch. So I'm taking a day off.
Cleared deep the other day. Cut through what used to be a forest. Dug through the glass and cracked right into a natural cave formation. Found actual plant life and pools of standing water with little white bugs hopping around in them. After working sterile glass for so long, seeing those bugs done me a world of good. Running a top-level D-glass south of the populated area, and we hit some kind of metal we couldn't cut through. Ran a pulse, and we got echoes of a subterranean structure or something. I don't know, I'm not on the anthro team. The thing is, there's loose soil beneath it, so whatever that metal is, it shrugged off a direct plasma bombardment. Damnedest thing. The high winds the plasma kicks up scatters things for miles. Stuff can get thrown into the molten soil, and if it doesn't burn up, it sticks like a fly in amber. Or things get caught in bubbles of ash, like inside a snow globe. And sometimes things just happen, like finding one single house, untouched in a glass field. Figure that's just to help us remember. Make us remember. Up on a station, everything's white and gray and bland. Some folk are afraid of any place the corners aren't round. Wouldn't dream of living down here, where the ground is ash and glass. Good riddance. Few years' time, kids who come up on Meridian are gonna run this system. That's your life.
I don't get the guys who spend all day worrying about Governor Sloan. And you can't deny, he does a hell of a job. I'm sure he does that thing where he talks with 2 voices sometimes, but most folk do the same thing. Just aren't courteous enough to do it out loud. It doesn't bother me. I know he's got Meridian's best interests at heart.
Governor, just got a message from Vivianathan, losing his mind. Says he found something in the rock near Meridian Station. Unknown material and too damn big to be man-made anyway. I need to check his readings, but I wanted to give you a heads up. Governor Vivianathan talked me into letting him take a crew to see what was under the rock. They found, well, it looks like metal. Not slag. Nothing I know. I'll send you some sample readings shortly. Hey, Vivianathan. Sloan's saying to force it open. He can't wait to see what's behind that door. He figures Liang Dortmund might pay us a bonus if we find something good. Here's hoping for a finder's fee, yeah?
Free Frontier Education presents The History of Meridian, Part 3. Despite the early success of the Prospector Party, the Stewards gained control of Meridian after a lengthy campaign known as the Free Patriot Movement. The Colonial Administration Authority eventually recognized the Stewards, ending years of strife. Free Frontier Education presents The History of Meridian, Part 7. Military production served as the colony's primary source of revenue, and the contract for the Scorpion MBT ensured Meridian's bright future. Equipping a team to rehabilitate a glass planet means accounting for its extreme conditions. Uniforms have to deal with extreme cold surface temps, as well as the heat generated by drills. Liang Dortmund set us up with some UNSC-developed tech, gel layer they call it. Goes on under your clothes and keeps temperatures steady. This stuff is magic. And I should have listened to my brother when he said taking this job was a bad idea. The air is full of tiny glass particles. Rips your lungs to shreds, you breathe enough of it. Between the masks and the air filters on every building, I haven't had a breath of unfiltered air in 3 years. Near the same as living on a space station.